This is a Sports Catastrophe production. Hey there, hello there, hello there. It's Jeff Catastrophe. Welcome you to another Sports Catastrophe birthday boy. And the birthday boy for today, May the 16th, is a running back. Yesterday I did Emmitt Smith as a birthday boy. Ironically, the guy he faced in 2 Super Bowl wins, 93-94, for the Buffalo Bills, is the guy who I will talk about on May 16th. And he is Thurman Thomas, who turns 56 today. He spent all but one season of his professional career with the Buffalo Bills. He spent 1 year with Miami, which kind of pisses off Bills fans. So anyway, Thurman Thomas is in both the Pro Football and College Football Hall of Fame. So Thurman Thomas attended college at Oklahoma State University. He was actually a teammate of Barry Sanders. It's amazing that you have Barry Sanders and Thurman Thomas on the same collegiate team. It's kind of akin to USC's running back issues with Lundell White and Reggie Bush. So at OK State, he did very good for himself. 21 rushing games of more than a century. He was a Heisman Trophy candidate in senior year, finishing 7th. So he didn't win the Heisman, but Mr. Barry Sanders did. Thurman Thomas would lead the conference in rushing and scoring in 85-87. He would unfortunately have a tear to his ACL in his left knee between his sophomore and junior seasons, missing time in 86. Otherwise, he would have been a better running back than you think. Thurman would run for 4 touchdowns in his final collegiate game, the 1987 Sun Bowl against West Virginia. His number 34 is retired by OK State, and one of 3 numbers to be retired. Unfortunately, Thurman Thomas's knee would cost dearly as he slipped down the board in the 1988 NFL draft, which kind of is one of the worst ever. I mean, like, Andre Bruce was the number 1 guy. I mean, Atlanta wasted time on Andre Bruce. They could have had Neil Smith, they could have had Tim Brown, Sterling Sharp, Michael Irvin, Keith Jackson, the tight end, Randall McDaniel, Lorenzo White, and Craig Haywood. While running backs who were drafted before Thurman Thomas were Gaston Green by the LA Rams from UCLA, which, fuck. The Patriots took John Stevens from Northwestern State. He didn't work out that well. Houston took Lorenzo White from Michigan State. He was okay. He wasn't the best. Ickey Woods was a running back 2nd round pick before Thurman Thomas from UNLV. He was good for a few seasons. Phoenix took Tony Jeffrey as a running back before Thurman Thomas from Texas Christian. He was a bust. So Buffalo decided to take him. It was the first pick by Buffalo in the draft, 2nd round, 40th overall. So Thurman Thomas was put in the K-Gun offense with Jim Kelly and Andre Reed. Thurman Thomas would become the AFC rushing leader in 3 seasons. The 90-91 season, 91 and 93 seasons. He did fantastic. He was a threat for Buffalo and all that. He was named MVP in 1991, 91-92. Thurman Thomas is 15th on the all-time list for running yards right now. But he is still the Buffalo record holder, stealing that from O.J. Simpson. So anyway, he was an icon. He set playoff records with touchdowns, with 21 of them in the playoffs. He actually had a famous game in 1989 against the Browns in the playoffs that he caught 13 balls for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns, despite a loss. Thurman Thomas in Super Bowl 25 was just fantastic, running for 135 yards and a touchdown. He almost won the Super Bowl MVP award, but because his team lost, I don't think they would have given it to him. But he would have been MVP if the Bills had won. A lot of people said that Thurman Thomas should have been given the Super Bowl MVP even though his team lost. Otis Anderson wasn't really that great, and he was Super Bowl MVP. Yeah, Thurman Thomas was a threat. Basically, he could have done more damage if Bill Parcells and Bill Belichick didn't go with the game plan to just basically have time of possession, ruin Buffalo's offense. and all that. He was still good. Thurman Thomas, unfortunately, in Super Bowl 26, made a mistake. He was known for placing his helmet at the 34-yard line, and then would pick it up before the game started. Unfortunately, his helmet was actually moved so that they could set up Harry Connick Jr.'s national anthem performance. So Thomas lost his helmet, but he only missed 2 plays. But that ruined him as he only had 13 yards on 10 carries. Kind of pathetic. So anyway, that was shocking. Super Bowl 27, he actually helped the Cowboys out. The Bills out. He did score the first touchdown for Buffalo, but he was limited to 19 yards again. And he was injured too. So Kenneth Davis had to be the running back in Super Bowl 27. In Super Bowl 28, he got the only touchdown for the Bills in that 30-13 loss, but, he was limited in rushing yards. So Thurman Thomas was a Buffalo legend, then signed with Miami during the 2000 offseason because the Bills needed to clear space under the salary cap. He suffered a knee injury on November 12, 2000 against the Chargers that ended his career. He only played 1 season with the Dolphins and only had 138 rushing yards in 9 games. He was signed a ceremonial 1-day contract with the Bills to retire as a Buffalo Bill. And Buffalo retired as number 34 on Monday Night Football, October of 2018. Thurman Thomas made it to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in a second year. Thomas is married to Patty, who's from Buffalo and was on the Oklahoma State golf team. They have 4 children: Olivia, Angel, Annika, and Thurman III. So he actually has had a lot of business enterprises. Did the Thurman Thomas Foundation in 1992 and would talk about mental health and the effects of concussions. So yeah, this guy was busy, but he was a great player. And although I hate Buffalo because I'm a Patriots fan, he still is a class act, and that's all there is to it. And I always liked playing Tecmo SUper Bowl on the Super Nintendo for Thurman Thomas, and he would help me out, and so did Emmett Smith. Talk about irony. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.